All right, this battle is 3 rounds. 2 rounds, 3 if need be. Who wants to go first? You're the champ, you pick.
I'll go second.
Go second. Brandon's going to go first. First round, 5 jokes. Roast him.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the underage taker. Folks,
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
Chris always has an interesting walk-up. Chris loves introductions, and he should, because he's court-ordered to make them every time he moves into a new neighborhood.
I'm sorry for owning a house. Everybody make some noise for Brandon Petri! You know, a lot of people like to call Brandon the Anthony Jeselnik of Cleveland. And that is unfair, okay? They are completely different. He's like Anthony Jeselnik if you removed the charm and charisma and replaced it with an LL Bean wardrobe and scoliosis.
I get laid. That's fine. One more time for Kid Crack Rock. Chris's mom was a hairdresser, and Chris was a Little League referee, so grooming just naturally runs in the family.
Thank you, Jay Leno's crash test dummy. Brandon looks like he's a Nazi, but one that would have been really bad for morale. Because he would start walking around the concentration camps and they'd be like, "Are we sure we are the master race?"
Stand for something, even if it's crooked. Chris has a relative that writes for IGN. Imagine God giving a family a member that writes and another that can't read.
That's amazing coming from a guy with 5 typos on his LinkedIn.
You saw my LinkedIn? Oh my
Yeah. Brandon gave me a lot to work with. His answers for the questionnaire were like, "I guess," and "okay."
They weren't enthusiastic, I will give you that.
Brandon has a real baby face, and just a few years ago, you could see him outside of North Royalton Giant Eagle selling candy for his trip to Washington, D.C. No, it wasn't for a class trip. He just really had to be there on January 6th.
It's crazy, you're dressed like you were pushing carts there.
Hey, nothing wrong with being working class, am I right? Cleveland loves an underdog.
Chris's wife has unsuccessfully tried to divorce him several times. Unfortunately for her, the only way Chris leaves a ring is after a Royal Rumble.
That's actually pretty nice. Thanks, man.
Your domestic violence game is unrivaled.
Never hit a woman. Brandon's voice sounds like the Allstate commercial guy, and his face looks like Woody from Toy Story. Every time he tells a joke, it's like the audience is getting rickrolled. He's never going to give you up. He's never going to let you down. He doesn't have to dance side to side like Rick Astley because he just walks that way due to the bad back.
It's my version of twerking. One more time for Hulk Hogan, everybody.
Thank you, Timu Ryan Gosling.
Chris was on the show Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, which would have gone a lot better if they didn't ask why the Civil War was fought.
States' rights!
Hey, if that's the question, you lose at $250,000, whatever. What does it say about America? Because I came home with $100,000. I've been watching a ton of Brandon's comedy because, again, he basically gave me no information. And I've been watching all of his sets, and he reminded me of somebody famous. And it wasn't Anthony Jeselnik. It was actually Jimmy from South Park. After intensive physical therapy. Wow, what a terrific audience. One time I saw my mom's boobs. She didn't tell me she was working at that strip club. Thank you much. Thank you much.
She would never show me her boobs. I've tried.
Give it up for him. For round one. If you think Brandon won round one, let's hear it for him. If you think Chris won, let's hear it. Oh. Brandon takes round one. And the second round is a timed round. Jeremy, you got it? All right. You went first last time? You went second last time. You're going to go second this time, so you're going to go first. Ready? Ready. Roast him.
Brandon's most used pickup line is, "You're so mature for an 8th grader." Brandon looks like Mitt Romney wrote him out of his will for having tattoos. He looks like the ant from A Bug's Life if he was into really shitty indie rock. He looks like he owns a Luka Doncic jersey because he plays the right way. He looks like one of Jeff Dunham's less popular puppets. Brandon gives off the vibe of a guy that spends way too much online saying, pedophilia is only bad when you act on it. When people argue if Michael Jordan or LeBron is better, he says, hey, what about Larry Bird? How much time I got left?
10 seconds.
Okay. Brandon has a black girlfriend. His pet name for her is one of the good ones.
Time! We're going to reset the clock.
Tell me when to go.
Brandon's turn.
You ready?
Yep.
Roast him.
Chris looks like the product of a Targaryen fucking a juggalo. Chris looks like Rocky Dennis from Mass developed an Ozempic addiction. When Chris meets famous wrestlers today, they ask him the same thing he asked those Little League kids. Where's your helmet? Chris loves Kid Rock so much he still won't drink Bud Light, despite having the face of a chain-smoking lesbian. Chris may paint his face like a juggalo, but he paints his neighbor's garage like a swastika. Chris's van says free candy, but his monetary donations say free R. Kelly. Chris looks like he played linebacker for the Confederacy. Chris loves wrestling, basketball, and he's a Catholic Italian. Tell us you beat your wife without telling us you beat your wife. Time.
Thank you, Jeremy Shear.
Time. Holy shit. God damn. All right. If you think Chris won, let's hear it for him. If you think Brandon won this round, let's hear it for him. Ladies and gentlemen and everyone else, we have a new champ. Give it up for Brandon Petri. All right, real quick first, hey, Clem has had a fucking hell of a reign. Give it up for him. He'll be back. And one more time for the new champ. Hell yeah. Thank you guys so much for coming out tonight. That's our show. Thank you.